We have two games in the NHL tonight. We have the Chicago Blackhawks in against the Montreal Canadiens, the Philadelphia Flyers against the St. Louis Blues. And I thought, all right, Shannon, so which jersey are you going to wear? You could wear Chicago, but you wore Chicago last night for the review. You could wear Montreal, but Habs fans are convinced that if you wear their jersey, that it's a jinx. You could wear St. Louis, but St. Louis is going for a record when it comes to wins in a row at home today. So you don't want to be declared as a jinx if they lose. So I went with Philly, and I apologize to Philly fans, but it's the least jinxy thing I can do. And the funny thing is, yesterday I wore Dallas, and I saw a couple Colorado people going, all right, well, he wore Dallas, so we're going to win. Nope. I keep track, just casually, and whatever jersey I wear is right about 50% of the time, because we live in a league of parity. Now, 21-20-6 is the record for the Chicago Blackhawks. The Montreal Canadiens are 20-20-7. This game starts at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. The Chicago Blackhawks are 6 points behind Winnipeg for a wildcard spot. The Montreal Canadiens are 7 points behind Philadelphia for a wildcard spot, and they're 9 points behind the Toronto Maple Leafs for third in the division. I would say third in the division is kind of gone, and that wildcard spot, they're going to be watching what happens with Philadelphia tonight against St. Louis. The problem is, if they were able to catch Philadelphia, it might not matter because it looks like Columbus could very well get that wild card spot. Now, over their last 10 games, the Chicago Blackhawks are 6-4. On the road, they're 10-9-3. The Montreal Canadiens, over their last 10, they're 2-7-1. They have won 2 in a row. And at home, they're 9-11-4. Their inability to win at home has been costing them greatly. Now, what I went with for today, because it's only 2 games, and I thought, let's look at something we haven't before, is even strength goals scored for or against when certain players are on the ice. And listing them by the plus-minus difference of the two. Dylan Strome for Chicago, 31 goals scored, 23 goals scored against when he's on the ice at even strength. Kubalik, 33 goals for, 27 goals against. Patrick Kane, 49 goals scored, 43 goals against. And Jonathan Toews, 48 goals scored, 46 against. Now on the Montreal side of the ledger, Philippe Danault, 46 goals scored, 31 goals against. That's an excellent mark. Brendan Gallagher, 41 goals scored, 33 goals against. Shea Weber, 48 goals scored, 42 goals against. Victor Mete, 29 goals scored, 24 goals against. And Yoel Armia, 30 goals scored, 25 goals against. So it just gives you an idea of which players, when they're on the ice 5-on-5, you're most likely to see a goal for and least likely to see a goal against. Goaltending, Leonard's overall record is 14-7-4 with a .923 save percentage. Corey Crawford, 7-13-2 with a .906 save percentage. Leonard's been the better goaltender. So when I hear people saying, oh, well, maybe they'll move Leonard, I don't see any reason why Leonard won't stay as the goaltender for the Chicago Blackhawks. He's been excellent, and he's still in his prime. So it would be crazy for Chicago to trade Leonard. On the Montreal side of things, Carey Price, 18-16-4 with a .907 save percentage. Lindgren's got the 2 losses on his record and a .908 save percentage. These teams, this is their first meeting. Their next meeting will be March 31st at Chicago. So original 6 matchup in this one, and we'll see how things go for them tonight. On the Philadelphia side, they are 24-16-6, those Flyers. This game starts at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. And St. Louis is 30-10-7. St. Louis is, of course, tied for first overall in the NHL. They can get that spot to themselves tonight with a victory. And, just the 2 games. So, nice, easy night for me and for people watching hockey. The Flyers, as I said, are tied for that second wildcard spot with Columbus. And St. Louis tied for number 1 overall in the NHL with Washington. Now, over their last 10, Philadelphia's 4-5-1. On the road, they're 9-13-2. They're not very good on the road either, so me wearing Philadelphia, I don't necessarily believe they're going to win. I just don't want to be accused of jinxing St. Louis should they lose tonight. So, again, last 10 for St. Louis, 7-2-1, and at home, 17-4-3, and it just sounds silly in my head. If I had the ability to jinx teams, I've talked about that before. There's certain jerseys I would have worn a ton before I had a channel. 17-4-3 at home for St. Louis. They've won 9 in a row at home. They're going for 10. That would be a franchise record. We'll see how they do. Now, scoring again, it's goals for and against at even strength. Couturier's been on the ice for 42 even strength goals for, 25 against. That's a fantastic mark. Myers, 30 goals for, 15 against. Voracek, 32 goals for, 20 against. Giroux, 34 goals for, 26 against. On the St. Louis side, Dunn, 36 goals for, 21 goals against. Thomas, 28 goals for, 15 against. Pietrangelo, 56 goals for, 43 against. And Steen, 24 goals for, 11 against. Carter Hart is 15, 11, and 3 for the Philadelphia Flyers, a .905 save percentage. They've been playing him a lot lately. Elliott's been riding the pine a little bit, although 9, 5, and 3 record with an .896 save percentage. The save percentage I can understand, but his win-loss record is similar to Hart's. On the St. Louis side, Bennington 22, 7, and 4, .917 save percentage, and Allen 8, 3, and 3 with a .926 save percentage. Jake Allen, I think at this point, makes a better backup than a starter, and it seems to be agreeing with him very well. This is their first meeting of the year as well. Their next meeting will be on St. Patrick's Day of March 17th in Philadelphia. So we'll see how that goes for them. The Blues right here, they are 9 points clear of Dallas in first in their division. The Montreal Canadiens are down here. They are 7 points back of Philly, as I said, so they could be 9 points back of Philly coming out of tonight. They could be as close as 5 points back of Philly coming out of tonight. So this is why we keep an eye on all these games. And then for Chicago, they passed Minnesota with that win. If they win tonight, they can pass Nashville and get within 4 points of a playoff spot. And then start to be talked about a little bit more as a potential playoff team. But in order to get there, they have to go in and beat Montreal tonight. And that should be a game between two teams that are desperate for that victory. So, yeah, we'll see how things go. Let me know your winners, all that wonderful stuff in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing right through, you just tap upon this video. And I'll be here today to figure out which coach gets fired next, or to report on which coach gets fired next, because we got another. It looks like it's a lot of snow. It's reportedly up to 15 centimeters, 6 inches. That fell overnight, and the roads in my area are some of the last to get cleared, so it's all ice and snow out there. So yeah, we're not going anywhere today. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video, and hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.